this is the foundation. Doing my second half of the 2.0 draft predictions video. Made some changes, so let's get going. With the 17th pick in the draft, I had the Washington Redskins taking John Ross, wide receiver. He moved up in the draft, so I had to make a change. So I'm gonna go with defensive lineman out of Alabama, Jonathan Allen. He was considered a top 5, maybe a top 3 pick. So with him falling that far because of the shoulder concerns, they're gonna get great value for that pick, you know. With the 18th pick in the draft, I had the Tennessee Titans taking Corey Davis, wide receiver. He moved up in the draft, but I'm gonna give Mariota another weapon and say they're gonna go with the tight end out of Miami, David Njoku. Now, even though Delaney Walker being there, Delaney Walker is on a second contract. So you developing someone that can come in right away and make an impact. Plus, you're looking for the future as well too. So in the mismatches these guys can do, awesome. Yes, Njoku gotta get bigger, gotta get stronger, work on his blocking techniques and stuff like that. So I can see them taking him. But the mismatch is going to be crazy. With the 19th pick in the draft, I had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking Budda Baker, safety. So I'm going to change this one. I'm going to go with the running back out of Florida State, Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook slid a little bit. People like to make excuses not to take a running back. Like whether it be off the field, injuries or anything that they can do. So his combine and his pro day didn't go as well. You hear a lot of positive things on his 30 visits and his private workouts, but he does have some injury history. But I can see him falling down, and then Tampa Bay right there, their backyard. Jameis Winston knows the school, knows the guy, and everything like that. And you wanna make your quarterback comfortable. Not only because of that, because Doug Martin, which a guy that I highly respect and everything, his injury history and now his off the field issues starting to mount up. So get a guy that can, complete, is a home run hitter. Plus, on top of that, be a, complete player in run, catch, block. With the 20th pick in the draft, I had the Denver Broncos taking O.J. Howard. Obviously, he's moved up a lot higher in my draft. So I'm going to go with offensive tackle out of Wisconsin, Ryan Ramczyk. Ryan Ramczyk at one time was considered maybe top 5, maybe the second half, maybe top 10, definitely top 10. But again, you want your quarterback, whether it be Simeon or Lynch. You don't want them taking their eyes off down the field. You don't want to hearing footsteps. So build up that offensive line. Give your quarterback confidence in what he's doing. They allowed a lot of sacks last year. With the 21st pick in the draft, I had the Detroit Lions taking Malik Hooker. He moved up, so I'm gonna go with someone that can help out Ziggy Ansah getting pass rush, and he's moved up in the boards lately. He's been getting a lot of attention, a lot of hype. And so I'm going to go with out of Wisconsin as well, the defensive end / outside linebacker, TJ Watt. Now, it's not just the name. For the first year he started, with Wisconsin, he had 11 sacks. So, his relentless attitude and, his talent and everything like that. So, they should be fine, but at the same time, too, the only thing that is concerning is the knee injury which he suffered in his sophomore year. Should that be a problem after a couple of years? No, but, for me being a Cowboy fan, nah. With the 22nd pick in the draft, I had the Miami Dolphins taking Takk McKinley, sticking with that. With the 23rd pick in the draft, I had the New York Giants taking David Njoku, tight end, but he moved up in the draft. So I'm going to say they're going to go look into the future. And I'm going to say they're going to go with Texas Tech quarterback Patrick Mahomes. Now, being in New York, you need someone that has a strong arm. with the cold weather and everything like that. That's what he definitely has, and he has great arm talent. He's very athletic. He can move around in the pocket, and with Eli Manning, 3-4 years tops. I can see them having to develop, and maybe if he develops fast, give him a competition. Hey, I know some New York Giants fans wouldn't mind that, but anyway, you do have time to develop him and all that. With the 24th pick in the draft, I had the Oakland/Vegas Raiders taking Zach Cunningham, linebacker. I'm gonna change this up. I'm gonna have pair him up with someone with Khalil Mack, and so I'm gonna go with defensive end / outside linebacker out of Houston, Tyrese Bowser. I seen one game with him. Nothing that blew my sock away. So I thought he was gonna be a second, third round pick. But he's with his workouts and everything like that, his interviews. Teams are starting to really, really like him. So I can see him moving up the draft boards, and again, pairing him up with Khalil Mack, not a bad thing. With the 25th pick in the draft, I had the Houston Texans taking Deshaun Watson. I'm sticking with that. With the 26th pick in the draft, I had the Seattle Seahawks taking Forrest Lamp, guard. I'm gonna change this up, and I'm gonna say they're gonna go with the offensive tackle since it's thin. I'm gonna say they're gonna go out of Utah. Garrett Bowles, good feet, strong, and everything like that. And plus, you invested a lot. The Seahawks invested a lot in Russell Wilson, and he was murdered last year. I mean, from knee to ankle, you gave him $60 million. You gotta protect him, So anyway, I got them taking on offensive lineman. At 27 pick in the draft, I had the Kansas City Chiefs taking Taco Charlton, defensive end. I'm going to change that up. I'm going to say they're going to go with inside linebacker Zach Cunningham from Vanderbilt. Again, sideline to sideline, super fast. You're gonna get a guy that's going to cause a lot of havoc in the backfield. Again, he wouldn't want to take him off the field because he can cover and everything like that. With the 28th pick in the draft, I had the Dallas Cowboys taking Charles Harris, defensive end. I'm gonna change it because of the attention that they've been getting all these corners, and with this guy sitting there, I'm gonna go with cornerback out of Washington, Kevin King. 6'2", 6'3", fast, physical, long, can play up in your grill and can play off, and that's one thing that Marinelli likes, someone that can play off as well. So, with him being there, him moving up the draft board lately, I can see them taking him. With the 29th pick in the draft, I have the Green Bay Packers taking Adoree Jackson. I'm sticking with that. With the 30th pick in the draft, I had the Pittsburgh Steelers taking Jabril Peppers. I'm sticking with that. With the 31st pick in the draft, I had him taking Dane Feeney, the guard. But since he's falling a little bit, I'm gonna go with something out of a need for the Atlanta Falcons. I'm gonna go with the guard, Forrest Lamp out of Western Kentucky. There's a lot of comparisons to him and Zach Martin. So moving him to guard, maybe not as strong, but the talent is there and the smarts are there. Finally, at 32, I had the New Orleans Saints taking Patrick Mahomes, quarterback. But now he's moved up. I think the New Orleans Saints are gonna go with another quarterback, someone they can develop, and that is out of Notre Dame, quarterback DeShone Kizer. Again, what a great guy to be behind, Drew Brees and having Sean Payton there. Very, very talented guy. The only concern was that he kind of regressed this year, but talented nonetheless. All right, That's my video. Mahalo for watching. Paniola boys and go Cowboys.